What's up, TPE fam? The Daily Dose is about to get started, but I wanted to come on and just tell you guys, just in case you didn't know, the Daily Dose broadcasts Monday through Friday at 4:30 via Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitch. And so if you're on any of those platforms, you get the opportunity to watch this show live. We're here to help you get better. I'm talking to seasoned leaders, new leaders, entrepreneurs, managers, whatever it is that you're doing. We have something here at the TPE in the Daily Dose for you. Also, on the following day, the previous day's episode can be found on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you consume podcasts. So get tapped in with the Daily Dose so we can help you pivot into your next. Get ready to enjoy the upcoming Daily Dose.
What's up, TPE family? It's time for us to get a little better with the Daily Dose of Leadership with Alex Seal. Let's go!
What's up and what's happening, TPE fam? We're back with another Daily Dose of Leadership where the aim and the goal is to get a little bit better each and every day. My name is Alex Seal, and I'm excited to have you guys in the dose once again as we help leaders pivot into their next. The TPE is all about helping leaders cultivate their leadership through genuine coaching and sound content that will help you get into that next season, into that next level in your life, in your career, and in your organization. On today's Daily Dose, we're going to be talking about delegation skills. But before I do that, I want to remind you guys to get your tickets for the TPE Leadership Experience going down right here in Beaumont, Texas at the B308 Event Center. That's on 308 Orleans Street right here in Beaumont, Texas. Will be happening at September the 2nd from 3:30 to 6. I look forward to seeing you guys there as me and Michael Laidler and Brooklyn Williams prepare to bring you guys a dynamic learning experience that I believe that will help you pivot into your next. And so, again, you can get your tickets at tpenow.com or alexseal.com. Either one of those domains will get you to exactly where we would like for you to be to get your tickets today. And so, again, like I said, we're talking about delegation skills. As a leader, one of the most important things that we can do to be effective is to learn how to delegate. Now, we don't want to get to a place where we're over delegating, giving out too many things, but we also don't want to have too many things on our plate that we can divide out to other people. One of my rules of thumb is I always try to think about delegation in the terms of me putting myself in a position as the leader to be able to do the things that I'm best at. And I can't do the things that I'm best at if I'm constantly doing things that take away from me being at my best. And so I got to give those, I have to give those tasks and those different things that come up in our organization to other people in order for me to focus in on the things that I'm the greatest at or I'm the best at. So without further ado, number one, and this kind of just pours into what I just said, is assigning tasks effectively. You have to take a look at one, what it is that your direct responsibilities are. Two, how did the task, like what tasks directly correlate to your responsibility, and then like what tasks don't necessarily correlate to your responsibility that you can delegate to somebody else. So it's really important that you only want to try to gravitate toward the tasks that need your skill level, and if there's other people who can do the same task or different tasks at a different clip, then let them do it. Greg Rochelle says, and I'm gonna pull from two titans in the industry here. Well, actually, I'm gonna start with John Maxwell first. John Maxwell says that if a person has the competency to do what you do at 80% or better, let them take the task. Because at the end of the day, yes, sure, they might not be able to do it exactly how you would do it or at 100% of what you would do, but at least they'll be able to have some opportunity, well, majority of opportunity to complete the task. Craig Rochelle says that if an individual can do what you can do at 50% with momentum, meaning that they have they have somewhat of a competency in completing the task, but they got energy behind them. They have buy-in from the people that they're serving. They are galvanizers. They're connectors. They're able to get more people involved with whatever the task is. Let them have it. And so, to me, those you either one, whether you take the 80% route or the 50% route, those are two great measuring sticks in figuring out how do you assign tasks effectively to the people on your team. Number two, trusting team members. And I know this is something that I think a lot of leaders have issues with grasping or you grapple with. I know personally sometimes I do a lot and trusting people to do the job that I would like for them to do. And a lot of the times, in our business, we would say, if you hire a person and you promote them into a position, you're indirectly saying you trust them to do the job. So trust them to do the job. As long as you, and here's the caveat to that. As long as you have effective training systems in place, as long as you have effective mechanisms in place to ensure that the person has the skills to do the job, then at that point you got to give them the trust to do it. Now, I can tell where a sense of mistrust might come into place when you don't have effective development tools or effective teaching tools, and then at that point I can see where the mistrust can come into play because you haven't given that person the opportunity to fully acquire the skill set it needs to do the job. But if you've given that person the skills and you train that individual, you got to be able to trust them to get done what it is that you want them to get done. And then number three, you have to monitor progress. This is very important. Monitor progress without micromanaging. And so a lot of times we get caught in the and caught up in a couple things when it comes to this particular subject. One, we might not follow up and we might not track progress. And I think a lot of times that's where we fail. We give somebody a task and expect them to do it, and we don't follow up and we don't have any type of follow through. And then at the end of the cycle, at the end of the season, and they failed, then you haven't, and then you want to blame them. Well, you haven't been giving them the proper progress update feedback because you're not measuring what it is that they're doing. Now, you don't want to do that so much to the point to where people feel like they're being micromanaged. That's one of the last things you want to do. You don't want to micromanage anybody. You don't want anybody to have the feeling that they're being micromanaged. So it's very important that you do this systematically, do it delicately. I would say in the beginning when you delegate a task, I would kind of create a schedule of like, hey, I'm going to touch in with you every week, bi-weekly, just to see how things are going, because you understand that something might be new for an individual to take on, or they might not be as versed in a particular subject or a particular thing. They got the skills, but they don't have the experience in doing it. So make a predetermined schedule in which you want to follow up with them. I think that could be one easy way that you can monitor progress without micromanaging. So hopefully these three things can help you in the context of delegating tasks. And I'm going to go through again those three subjects, the 3 points rather. Assigning tasks effectively, number one. Making sure that you know what task needs to be assigned, what tasks you need to do as the leader in your organization that you're the most effective at, and then assigning those other tasks that people have the competencies to do. Number two, trusting team members. You got to trust the people that you've hired and promoted to do the job. I mean, it doesn't make sense to partner with people if you don't trust them. Number three, you want to monitor progress without micromanaging. You want to make sure that you're keeping tabs on what's going on, because you don't want that person to fail, but you also don't want them to feel like they made micromanaged you. So maybe having a predetermined set of check-in points, a predetermined method to check in will help in this area. So I hope something was said on today's Daily Dose that will help you pivot into your next and help you become a better delegator, help you better delegate tasks that happen in your organization. And until next time, TPE family, peace.
Want to remind you guys to head over to alexseal.com or tpenow.com and book your free discovery call. That's right, free. If you're looking to get a promotion, if you're looking to open that business, if you're looking just to simply get better as a leader, if you're looking simply to get better as a person, let's get connected and see how our coaching programs can help you pivot into your next. At the Pivot Experience, we're all about helping leaders lead more effectively, helping leaders lead with passion, and helping leaders lead with the different skills and tactics that we believe that will help your organization succeed and help you add more value. So let's get connected and let's get together. alexseal.com. Book your free discovery call today.